What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 delivery apps to earn cash with your car. We're going to go from 5 to 1, 5 being the least best to number 1 being the best. So, number 5, it's going to be, drum roll please, I got it all written down here. 5 is going to be Roadie. Okay, so Roadie is an app that you download on the App Store, and you do deliveries for like Home Depot, Walmart sometimes, and you'll do like furniture, tools, TV, electronics, and stuff like that. The reason it's number 5 is because if you have a smaller car, you're not gonna get the big orders, which is less money and more driving. So that's why it's number 5. Because if you have a big car, you will do great. I'm telling you. If you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna see like $100 orders for pickup trucks, big SUVs and stuff like that. You deliver these furnitures and you'll do great. You'll do great. I think I seen an order for like $300 one time, waking up at 5 in the morning. But I couldn't take it because I have a smaller compact SUV or a medium-sized SUV. So I couldn't take it, and I was highly, disappointed. I gotta warn you that you gotta make sure that the item that you're delivering fits in your vehicle. You have to make sure of that, because if it doesn't fit in your vehicle, you're gonna be wasting gas and time going over there, and you won't be able to deliver it. So that's one thing you gotta keep in mind when you're doing Roadie. But it still can be a good thing, and especially if you're doing multi-apping. Because even though it might seem like it's a little bit paid for all the miles that you drive, that's the big complaint that people get from Roadie. It's good on a return trip. So let's say I'm doing a DoorDash or an Instacart order, and the drop off is close to the location of the Roadie order. If I pick that up real quick, while I drop that off, pick it up right after. And if it takes you back to the location you was in, you just got paid to drive back to your location you was in. So that's just one way you can utilize that app. It can be a good thing. Moving on to number 4. Now let's see what I got from number 4. I have this all written down. And all of these are apps that I've done. It's not going to be app that I've never have done before. No, I don't want to talk about things I don't know about. I mean, I know there's other apps like Walmart Spark. I applied to them, but I never got to reach. They wasn't hiring any. They wasn't looking for any delivery people in my area at the moment. So I'm still willing to try it though. Number 4 is DoorDash. None other than DoorDash. So DoorDash is an app that you pretty much deliver people's food. I'm sure everybody knows this by now. And the reason why I picked DoorDash over Uber Eats and Grubhub is because the pay is more. The app is more simpler to use. I tried Uber Eats and I just couldn't understand the app was a little bit more glitchier, and it was less simplified. I had to do certain things while using the app that I was just like, I just didn't understand. Like it was making it more complicated than it had to be to pick up the order. DoorDash is usually what I run to when the orders from the other apps start slowing down. Then I go to DoorDash. Number 3, Shipt. Yes, Shipt. Shipt is good depending on your location. So if you're in a place like New York City, Philly, all these super urban areas with very highly dense populations, then you're gonna be doing great with Shipt. Shipt is really good. Shipt is like Instacart. It's pretty much shopping in groceries and supermarkets, shopping for the customer. You deliver it. The thing that is good about Shipt, that it might be even better than Instacart in certain areas, is that for some reason, in my experience, and this is my experience in my opinion, the customers are shipped, their tips are more generous. I remember doing a ship, like my first shipped. I did a $40 order, and it was a lot of items, 40, 50 items. And then I did it, drove it to the customer. I was nice to the customer, of course, and helped him, bring it up to his apartment, and he actually tipped me another $40. So with that one order alone, I made $80. So, and this kept going on with Shipt when I was doing it in New York City. You might get something like that in Instacart, but it's not as frequent, and it's not as, it's not like Shipt when it comes to the tips and stuff like that. So yeah, it's very similar to Instacart, but it all depends on your location, because where I'm at in Florida right now, Shipt is not is I barely get any orders that is good on Shipt and over down here in Florida where I live at right now. It's not as highly dense populated, and I get a bunch of $10 orders with Shipt, so I barely do Shipt over here now. Number 2 is Instacart, of course. And I made the most money with Instacart than any other app. Oh, my other device just dropped. So yeah, I made the most money with Instacart than any other app. The reason why I put it above every other app is because the opportunity to make money is really, really high. I mean, you can do, depending on the location you're at, you can get $30, $40 an hour. $30 orders, $40 orders. You do 2 of those, you do 3 of those, that's already passing 100 a day. Do 4 of those in one day, you'll be good, man. You'll be making 100, almost close to $200. So the potential to make money in Instacart is good. There's potential there. But in New York, my whole time in New York, 6 months, I had a perfect rating. And I was winning. I was getting money over there. But what happened after, and it's bound to happen to everybody at some point, is the ratings. Somebody will give you a low rating. All it takes is 1 low rating or 2 low ratings to affect your batches and your orders, the orders. And you will receive the bad orders, while the newcomers or the people with perfect scores get the good ones. And I've talked about this before in a recent video I made about how I quit Instacart and I won't be doing it anymore. But I do think it can be a great opportunity for those who want to pay bills and stuff like that, but for on the short term. If you're gonna do this long term, and I'm talking about super long term, you might want to rethink that. But this is good to do when you need emergency. Now, number 1 is a surprise that I'm about to unveil right now. Okay, so number 1 is not a delivery app, but if you download it, you will enhance all the apps that you're doing by double. So I put 2 apps as number 1 because they're the same thing basically. It's called Rapify and Carvertise. Okay, now these apps are gonna pay you for putting their sticker and their advertisements on your car. Now, they pay by the mileage that you drive. So if you're doing Instacart, DoorDash, Roadie, any type of delivery service or even ride sharing services, you will get paid a lot. As a matter of fact, when I was doing Rapify, I was getting paid $2,000 every month just for having the sticker on my car and advertising. And that is great if you are working as a driver in general. I mean, the bills was paid for at that with that. I mean, I had any repairs I had to do on the car that was covered, and it was great. So I highly recommend looking at those advertising apps for your cars. You might want to do more research on that to see what is in your area? Is it really popping? Is it really is a lot of campaigns looking for people? And also you might want to consider your car. I mean, not everybody wants to drive around with freaking you know, stickers on their car and stuff like that. But if you're willing to do that and put that to the side and make some money, you'll be great. This is the end of the video. The best thing to do is to multi-app and do all these apps together. Yeah, have one app that you do the most, but also have another app just in case the other app is slow, is the orders are slow and it's not as busy, and you can do the other app. That app is not busy, the other app, and you could just keep on having that flow of work for yourself and income. Let me know in the comments what you feel like is your top 5. Stay safe, keep on going, have a blessed one.